When was the last time you were fascinated about something? Well, let me ask you this. When was the last time that you sat in wide-eyed amazement of someone or something? Now, on the flip side of that, when was the last time you found yourself overwhelmed with frustration? Now, I'm willing to bet that if you're like me, you find yourself more frustrated than you are fascinated. And that's what we're going to talk about really quickly for a brief moment about fascination versus frustration. Now, one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, one of his favorite sayings or quotes is, "Isn't that interesting?" Or, that's very fascinating. So what I want to challenge you to do in your daily walk, try to come from a position of fascination instead of frustration. What if you looked at situations and when you saw people, because we know that people can be fascinating or frustrating depending on how you look at it, what if your viewpoint was from a standpoint of, wow, that's fascinating? In fact, Joanna and I, we have a term for those special people who cross our paths daily. We call them fascinating creatures. What this allows us to do is, instead of being frustrated, instead of yelling, we get to laugh, smile, and look at one another and say, hey, that's a fascinating creature. What we've seen in our lives as a result of this is less stress, less frustration, and an overall happier and better well-being. Hopefully, you will try the same thing and you'll yield the same, if not better, results. Now, what is something that you have been frustrated by in the past that you'll now choose to be fascinated with? Maybe it could be your spouse or significant other, maybe your finances or the inability to manage those finances, or it might be, especially if you're here in South Florida, traffic and these fascinating drivers. So tell me in the comments below what you're going to choose to be fascinated by instead of frustrated by, and I will see you on the next episode of Neal at Noon right here. Until next time, I need you to remember that I love you, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And until next time, don't be average, be world renowned. Peace.